Hi everyone, this is Lori from My File Addiction. This video is going to show you a couple bugs that are in that the Cricut Design Space program is creating when it comes to uploading rhinestone files. They've been doing quite a few updates lately, and I think there are some bugs in their updates. So I'm going to show you what those are, how they're affecting the files, and how you can fix one of the issues. The other issue, you are going to have to reach out to Cricut Support because it's not something that I can fix on my end. So the first issue is some, not all, rhinestone files are coming in at the incorrect size again. This has been a battle that Cricut has had in the past. When they do updates, it affects the size of some files sometimes, and the reason that I include now measurements inside of my rhinestone files for Cricut and Brother Scan and Cut users. So if you upload a file and it doesn't come in at the correct size, then you need to look at the measurement note that I have placed inside the file, not the measurement note on my listing image, but the measurement note that's inside the file, and it will tell you what size that file should be. Now, based on the type of file that you bring in, the measurement note might be worded a little bit differently. So if you are uncertain on how to properly check the size of the file and to resize it, how to properly resize it, I do have a video on my website that will show you and walk you through exactly how to do that based on the wording that I use from my measurement note. Okay, so on my website, I have, under the support menu option, I have a Cricut support page, which would bring you exactly where I'm at right now. Or if you're on the home screen, I have a Cricut support link right here. So you just click on view support videos, and the video you're going to look for is this one right here, and it says the below video walks you through the correct way to resize the file based on the notes supplied inside of the Cricut Brother SVG file. Okay, so a lot of times based on what type of file it is, I word the wording is different. So it's important that you pay close attention to what I say needs to be checked in order to make sure if the file is the correct size or not. So that's a very helpful video. So I'm going to go back to my Design Space program, and my note here says the entire alphabet should measure. So it's easier for me to give you the measurement of the entire alphabet than to say letter A is this size, letter B is this size, letter C is this size. Okay, so it's important that when you first upload the file, no matter what file it is, that you check it right away before you make any changes to it at all. Don't delete any boxes, don't move any file pieces, don't do anything until you've double checked the file to make sure it's the correct size. Okay, so if you didn't check this file and you cut it, then these letters are going to cut smaller than they should be. And when that happens, it affects the size of the circles. So the circles are now going to be smaller, and the SS10 stones will not fall into those holes anymore. So it's very important that the files be the size that the designer made them. Okay, so this particular file I said should measure 17.553 inches wide by 15.485. As you can see, it imported at 13.6 by 12 inches. Okay, so it's measuring smaller than what I said it should be. So because I said the entire alphabet should measure, so I'm going to make sure the entire alphabet is selected. I'm going to go up here and make sure my lock is closed, and I'm going to type in one of these measurements. If the lock is closed, then you shouldn't have to type in a second measurement. It should automatically, go up to that size. So I'm going to type in 17.553. I'm going to select enter. My height went up to 15.484. I have 15.485. Do not worry if that third digit is off by 1. Okay, it's not going to make a difference. Your measurements up here only go to 2 digits, so it will round up or down based on that third digit. So this one won't exactly ever match either. Okay, so that is one way to fix that issue. Like I said, this issue is not affecting all files, only some files. So that's why it's very, very important that you check every single file that you upload, okay? Except for the ones that have already been uploaded into your library and you're bringing them back into your workspace. To me, anything that's already been uploaded into your library, and if you've made any adjustments to those files, to my knowledge, still should be coming back in at the correct size. It's when you upload a new file into your library is when you need to check it, okay? So the next issue is files not uploading at all. I've had 3 different customers contact me with 3 different files, and I myself can't get them to upload either, but I can get the files to upload in other programs, so I know the file is not bad. I think this is affecting larger files, but I have been able to get a large file to upload just fine. So I have no clue what is happening, but I'm going to show you, what's happening, and I'm going to show you that the file that I can't get to upload, I'm going to show you that it is a good file. Okay, so this is a file that I have made for a customer back in March. Let's see here. It was a custom file. I was trying to figure out how this issue, or what was happening here. So I was able to locate a file, a large file, that I made for a customer back in March of 2022, and I'm going to show you that basically you're going to see nothing is happening here. You're not going to get an error at the top saying it's a large file, wow, we're having a hard time uploading this or anything like that. To me, it's basically looking like it's almost just timing out. Like if a file doesn't load by a certain period of time in so many seconds, or I'm not sure, I never even timed it to see, but I think it's less than a minute. But it brings you right back to this page again. So I could hit browse again, I could go back in, it would be a continuous loop. I can't get that file. I have tried numerous times. I cannot get this file to upload into my library. But if I go back into upload here, and this is my library, back when I made that file for that customer, thank goodness I brought it in to test it to make sure everything was fine. As you can see, I brought it in twice. Okay, so if I hit add to canvas, let's see, add to canvas, should say view. There we go. View. You can see I uploaded it 4 times. Let's go back. Okay. The same exact file came in just fine. So these bugs that happen with Cricut Design Space only affect newly added files, files that you are just adding. So anything sometimes that's already been added to your library, the bugs don't, affect that. So this particular file, back in March came in perfectly fine. If I were to ungroup this, now this is a large file, so let's see, I'm gonna back out here. Let's select this. Now I said on my note here, the box should measure, so I'm gonna go over to my black box piece, select it, and as you can see, it says 9.557 by 15.126. My black box matches my measurement. This particular file came in at the correct size. Okay, but today to upload it as a new file, I can't get it to come into the Design Space library. So this is one of the bugs that's happening, and I have no workaround around it other than if you have some people own a Cricut and Silhouette, you can upload the file into Silhouette and cut with your Cameo if you have a backup cutter. But if you're only a Cricut user and that's all you have and you can't get a file to upload, I can't get it to upload either. This is a bug that only Cricut can fix. So I'm going to upload this video to my YouTube channel, and when I post it, I will post it to probably my Cricut support page, as well as I may post it on my Contact Us page, just because I know a lot of people go there first instead of checking the Cricut support page. But feel free to share the link if you can with the Cricut support staff, and show them what is happening if you can't explain it, or they don't understand what the issue is, and hopefully that they can fix this issue for you guys. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know a workaround for this one. I've always been able to fix their issues, but this is one that I just can't fix. So I hope this information was helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful day.